another title match here tonight. Yeah! This is for the vacated Titan Tag Team Championships.
As we said earlier, one way or another, we are going to see new Titan Tag Team Champions crowned tonight here in Bayville.
SP Anderson's been a busy man all night. He's been out here for the umpteenth time tonight, much to the chagrin of our broadcast colleague, Pete Rosado.
And finally, things will be set right in the Titan Championship Wrestling world, because once again, Johnny Moran will be a champion here in Titan. Because tonight you will see Johnny Moran and Aaron Roxas walk out as your new Titan Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
Well, that's if they could get past Trey Felipe and Nikolai White. And Alex, I'm not even sure that those two could get along, let alone be tag team partners.
Well, I figured it out, as I told you I would, because I'm great at my job and I know what I'm doing. I went to the back and I spoke to Titan management and I asked, how in the hell are Nikolai White and Trey Felipe teaming here tonight after what we saw at the end of Chosen? And I was told very directly that PJ Savage made those two a team tonight and said, listen, whatever animosity between you two has got to end, because I've gotten you a shot for the Tag Team Championships at Chosen from Chosen to Titan. And so he told them, put it behind you, stop the BS. I need you to be well, because I need you to bring those Titan Tag Team Championships back to Chosen.
But can they do it? Can they put their differences aside?
I don't know about that, but I'm going to tell you, no, they can't do it. Why? Because you've got the greatest Titan heavyweight champion in Johnny Moran across the ring from you.
This could be a controversial opinion, but I actually agree with what PJ Savage is trying to do here. Pete, you and I both know as promoters, managing your locker room and commanding the respect of your talent can be difficult at times. PJ Savage is noticing that there is tension within his ranks, and he is trying to rectify that situation while at the same time elevating his talent and giving them perhaps the biggest opportunity of their young careers.
You're not wrong there, but you know...
Introducing into the corner to my left, from Scranton, Pennsylvania, weighing at a combined weight of 445 pounds, Crossfire Aaron Roxas, and the Darkhorse, Johnny Moran.
Johnny Moran will never be a fan favorite in Bayville as long as he's aligned with Aaron Roxas.
And introducing to the corner to my right, first, from Roselle Parks, New Jersey, weighing in at 210 pounds, he is the Freshlete, Trey Felipe.
Already you can notice the dissension. Roxas and Moran, one intro.
Tag team partner from Harlem, New York, weighing in at 180 pounds, he is the Renaissance,
Nikolai White and Trey Felipe, separate intros.
The last time Nikolai White and Trey Felipe were in this building, they were standing across the ring from each other as 2/3 of that first Chosen Pro main event.
And even if they manage to win this match, I don't know how successful a title reign could be against two partners who don't want to team together. I mean, of course, in wrestling history, we've seen it in the past where we've had begrudging tag team partners win tag team gold.
I was about to say, rivals earning mutual respect and going on to have very illustrious tag team careers. Could we see that happen with Trey Felipe and Nikolai White?
Listen, again, it's going to be very, very hard for Nikolai White to put in his past what happened at the end of Chosen Pro Wrestling Summer Shock. Trey Felipe came out and he delivered a fresh cut to Nikolai White off the apron onto the floor.
That took Nikolai out of the match.
At the end of the day, Nikolai from the streets. And out in these streets, we may forgive, but we never forget. Never.
Big Hurricane Rana from Nikolai White to start things off, followed by a drop kick.
And look, Trey Felipe tagging himself in, and this match just started. The dissension shown in the entrance and the introductions, and now in the opening moments of this match.
And again, Felipe and Nikolai White may be standouts on the chosen roster.
But that's in singles competition.
Right, standouts, 2 of the top 10 chosen. But at the end of the day, Roxas and Moran, they've lived on that next level for a long time. Moran has held heavyweight championship gold. Here a Titan.
We saw the educated feet of Trey Felipe on full display. Aaron Roxas taking his sweet time to recuperate on the outside. And it looks like once again, Felipe and Nikolai White arguing.
And Trey Felipe over Nikolai White took out Aaron Roxas.
Nikolai White just dodged that by a hair.
And now Trey Felipe holding Moran and Roxas in place. It looks like Nikolai's gonna fly. And he took out Trey Felipe.
Roxas and Moran broke away at the last second, and Nikolai White has taken out his own partner. Moran now sending Nikolai White face first into that steel post.
And again, this is where 2 guys who don't know each other are just teaming because they've been told to. Strange bedfellows, as y'all said earlier. This is where things change. The dynamic between Moran and Roxas is that of a team, a well-oiled machine. They know what they're doing. They've done it multiple times before. Nikolai White and Trey Felipe both standouts in singles competition, not in tag competition. And now you want 2 guys who don't necessarily like each other to team as well. A lot of red flags here. It's reminding me a lot of like a Zion Williams scouting report.
And once again, the tag titles came to be vacated. Steve Monster Mac opened the show on the behalf of the Demon Saints, vacating the titles, of course. Black G's battling cancer. We wish him well. And Joker, unable to commit to regularly being able to defend the tag titles, left Monster Mac on an island all by himself. So he did the right thing by the company and vacated those titles. The winners of this match will become the new tag team champions.
We see the sadistic tendencies of Aaron Roxas on full display, targeting that leg of Trey Felipe and now tagging in Johnny Moran.
And the last time we saw Moran and Roxas in a tag match, they defeated CMD in a steel cage.
Big senton there from Johnny Moran. Will it be enough to put Trey Felipe away?
But imagine what a win for Nikolai White and Trey Felipe would do for their careers. They're both on the chosen roster. That would automatically put them on the Titan roster. And imagine how Roxas and Moran would feel losing to these 2.
That's assuming that they're able to put their differences aside and get the job done.
And don't think the cameras are fooling you. Yes, Johnny Moran looks a lot thicker, a lot bigger. He had put on a couple of pounds of muscle training for this match against what he expected to be Steve Monster Mac and Joker. So he went into his strength training. He started lifting some heavy weight, added about 5 to 10 pounds of muscle in a short amount of time. And now, all of that, and he's facing 2 guys nowhere near the weight class of Mac and Joker.
2 high flyers to the highest degree. And Trey Felipe hammering away on Aaron Roxas. All but Roxas with a throat thrust.
You have to wonder if Felipe's judgment perhaps is a bit clouded by his disdain for Nikolai White. Refusing to make that tag, even as fatigue is starting to pass in. Now trying to make that tag, but Roxas is preventing him.
A little bit too late.
Again, you see the difference in the psychology. You see the difference in the teamwork of Roxas and Moran. How they cut off the ring. How they handle this match. It's very different. When you're watching Nikolai and Felipe, you're seeing two guys operating as individuals trying to bring it together into a team situation. Versus when you're looking at Moran and Roxas, you're seeing a symbiotic relationship. Their offense is symbiotic, and what they're doing all is part of the master plan.
Felipe able to grab that bottom rope, but Roxas now back onto the hold and utilizing every second of the referee's count. Again, looking to inflict as much damage as possible on that leg of Trey Felipe.
And I don't know if PJ Savage and Chosen Management were very keen on this idea of teaming up Felipe and White, but it's not working so far. Well, let me not speak too soon.
Beautiful enziguri there from Trey Felipe.
Can Trey Felipe get to his corner and make the tag?
Felipe now free from the grip of Aaron Roxas, but Johnny Moran has taken Nikolai White off the apron.
Smart maneuver by Moran, veteran maneuver.
No, championship maneuver.
Well, there you go. And Aaron Roxas attempting to put Felipe to sleep. Trey Felipe is taking a lot of punishment in this match, as Aaron Roxas trying to wear him down with that sleeper hold.
Nikolai White is barely stirring on the outside. Even if Felipe is able to break out of the clutches of Aaron Roxas, he won't be able to make that tag.
Not with a neck breaker like that.
And the thing is, Moran has spent a lot of time on the apron while he has been in this match and back in the match now. When you look at the overall breakdown of the match, there hasn't been a lot of Moran. So they haven't even gotten the worst of it yet.
Trey Felipe now trying to fight both men back. Forearms and elbows from Moran and Roxas. The kick got caught, but Moran caught the foot, but Roxas caught the kick, and there's the tag.
Nikolai White coming in like a house of fire.
Oh, and Nikolai White reversed. Handstand, double backhand elbow. And this crowd here in Bayville loving Nikolai White.
What's Nikolai White looking for now?
Backhand elbow for each gentleman. And I use that term loosely. Oh, but a bicycle kick from Aaron Roxas.
Sling blade on Johnny Moran and an assisted DDT onto his own partner.
Nikolai White setting Johnny Moran up for something. He told Trey Felipe to go to the top. Oh, wait a minute. The fresh cutter.
Fresh cut.
Trey Felipe just hit Nikolai White.
Deja vu all over again. We just saw a repeat of what happened in Hoboken last weekend.
And it cost them the tag team titles.
Shut it. Shut it. Thank you, Samira. Say it again. Your new Titan Tag Team Champions. You can't stop it now, can ya? SP reluctantly giving the belts over.
Look at the pain and disappointment on the face of SP Anderson. A dark cloud has just come over Titan Championship Wrestling in the form of Johnny Moran and Aaron Roxas.
No, you have it wrong, Alex. It is finally. The darkness is lifting, the light is shining through, as once again Johnny Moran holds Titan Championship around his waist. It may not be the heavyweight championship, but he is now, alongside Aaron Roxas, going to lead that tag team division to a new and brighter future.
And what does this mean, though, for Trey Felipe and Nikolai White?
Well, for the second consecutive week, Nikolai White has eaten a fresh cut from Trey Felipe.
Now Trey Felipe offering his hand.
But Trey Felipe trying to convince Nikolai White that it was an accident. And it was no accident, as he just ate a super kick from Trey Felipe.
You are not better than me. I'm the chosen one. You're prime.
Oh, and just Trey Felipe heaping on the disrespect.
Does Trey Felipe not realize that he could have just been a Titan Tag Team Champion had he just put his differences with Nikolai White to the side?
I don't think Trey Felipe has any interest in holding tag team gold with the likes of Nikolai White.